The one testimony that came out in our first year of mission work, ministry work, for me it was such a beautiful example, and still is such a beautiful example of that part in Matthew 5 where Jesus talks about the salt and the light. And I just want to read it quickly before I tell the story. Um, and it's we all know it. It's a very very famous verse. Matthew 5 from verse 13 to verse 16, and it says, "You are the salt of the earth, but if salt has lost its taste, how shall its saltiness be restored? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled under people's feet. You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden, nor do people light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a stand, and it gives light to all in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father who is in heaven." In one of the nearby villages, there was a lady that gave her life to Jesus, accepted Jesus into her life, and she just lived her belief, if you can say it like that. She didn't tell anybody about what happened, but she just really lived Jesus. She gave all her cares to Jesus. She asked Jesus to help her with all her challenges. And in that same village, another lady actually saw a difference in her life, so much so that she came to her and asked her, what is different in your life? I can see a change. I can see something that's different in your life. And through that, she was able to testify about God's goodness and what Jesus means to her, and that all the challenges she faces, that Jesus really helps her with all that stuff. And um, in the end, the other lady also gave her life to Jesus, um, through through this testimony, and through what she saw different in the other lady's life. And I mean, the awesome thing is both of them are now leaders in the church. They've grown in faith. Their strength, their relationship with God has grown, and both of them are now leaders in the church. Um, and that's why, for me, this is such a beautiful example of let your light shine, wherever you are. Um, you don't necessarily have to talk. You don't necessarily have to show people. Just live Jesus. That's for me. That's kind of the moral of the testimony. Let your light shine. Don't hide your light. Like it says, don't um, light this lamp and put a basket over it. Light this lamp and let it shine out to other people. You know let people be drawn to the light of Jesus, that is in your life. So I want to encourage you with that. In these challenging times where I think a lot of people feel unsafe or insecure or threatened, or feel like darkness might be encroaching on them. Let's be Jesus to this world. Let's shine out the light of Jesus to each and every one, um, so that God can be glorified. Like it ends in in verse 16. That God can be glorified through the light that shines through us. So I pray that over your lives, that your light will become stronger, that your light will have a bigger influence, that people will be drawn to your light, and when they come, that you will have the right words to speak to them, to tell them about the love of Jesus, to tell them about the breakthrough that Jesus is. We have to live a righteous life. We have to live a life completely committed to Jesus. So be blessed in that. Live live a godly character. Let's be transformed more and more into the image of Jesus. So I bless you all with that. Thank you for watching this. In Jesus' name.